All right, I just wanted to do a quick gun review today on my Rock Island FS Standard. Rock Island Armory, just talking a little bit about the company. They're based out of the Philippines. They've been in business for many, many years. In World War II, some bombings took place, and the factory had to shut down. Later on, that this company was taken over by Arms Corps, and they continue to run it today. And this gun is out of the Philippines. A lot of people say, well, it's not American made. I don't want it. You know, this is not a... there's so many 1911s out there. You know, let's face it. Probably the most copied handgun of all time is the 1911. And that's simply for its history, you know, designed, used through World War I, World War II, all the way up. You know, it's called a 1911 because that's when it was put out there, you know. And like I say, World War I, World War II, Vietnam, all the way up until 1985 when it was replaced into the military, you know, by the Beretta, the 9mm Beretta. But this gun actually has not been phased out because there are many, many, many who still carry this gun today. And recently, you can actually go on YouTube and check that video out. There's a video where one of these was found on the World War I battlefield, and that gun's still racked and still fired. That is amazing, absolutely amazing. So, like I say, this company makes a GI model. This is just a step up from that. With this particular model, the FS Standard, you get the skeleton trigger. This has an Ambi Safety. I'm not sure if the GI model does or not. And this one has a full-length guide rod. This gun has been checked. It is unloaded, no magazine. How you can tell if a 1911 has a GI guide rod or a full-length guide rod, such as this gun. The GI plug right here is flat across the top, and that plug is shorter. And the guide rod, of course, is shorter. So this one, the guide rod slides through it. That's why it's hollowed out here. This is a full-length guide rod. Gives a little bit more stability to the gun and to the recoil and just overall stability of the gun. Coming with this gun, a nice little Rock Island case here. Got the logo there. Very cool. World War II looking. Very cool. The original grips that came on it were these just plain wood grips. And I do like that look, but I just like the darker wood stain. These are rosewood. Ordered these off of Amazon. Double diamond, US checkered pattern. I really like the looks of these better, personally. Also coming with the gun are the rubber grips. I kind of lay that across just so you can kind of get an idea of what those might look like. And that is really clean looking as well. These are rubber, and that has a really clean, nice look to it as well. Like I said, the Ambi Safety, a lot of people don't understand why gun makers put Ambi Safeties on their weapons. It is actually a tactical reason behind that. If your right arm, you know, you're right-handed, your right arm is severely damaged, injured, you're still able to grab this with your left hand and flip this safety up. Coming with this gun, one of the biggest beefs that people have with it are the sights. They come completely blacked out. The dots on the rear sight were so tiny that you can see what I've done here, and that just really brightens up my sight picture. This is a very good shooting gun. Very good shooting gun. It is what you would call a budget 1911. For people that don't want to spend $2-3 grand on a 1911, you can get this gun and it will serve you very, very well. I picked this up. My wife got me this for $620, I believe, and in comparison with other 1911s, that is a heck of a deal, a heck of a price. This is an American classic. This is something that was used World War One, World War Two, Vietnam. Came into action 1911 all the way through 1985 when it was replaced by the Beretta 9mm. And this gun has not been completely phased out. It's still used by many in our military today. So it's just it's a tried and true weapon. And this particular model, Rock Island, a lot of people complain about the sights. They don't like them. You can switch those out, of course. But, it's like the men, soldiers of World War II. It's like they said, a rifle you aim, a pistol you point. Think about that. A pistol you point. You should be able to hit your target. Simple and plain. Just by pointing. And, it's shot placement. It really is. It doesn't matter if it's a 9mm, if it's a 45. Shot placement. You have to place your shots. And, you have to be very aware as an open carrier, concealed carrier, whatever it might be. Whatever you want to do, whatever your preference is. You just have to be very aware, and you have to train, you have to go to the range, and you have to prepare. One of the interesting things that I've heard recently is that they say that if someone is at full charge heading towards you with a knife, 21 feet away, they will stab the person with the gun every time. That's incredible. It doesn't seem like a lot of distance, and it's really not when somebody's coming at you full steam, head on. You got to be able to draw the weapon, and you got to be able to defend yourself. And I would trust this gun with my life, no doubt about it. One of the things about the 1911, people say that they don't like the fact that the hammer is back, and that's just scary to them. This is actually one of the safest guns that you could ever carry, and I will demonstrate my reasons why. Alright, and there's the full-length guide rod, and now let's get back to our discussion. So, the hammer is back when this gun is carried. Thumb safety up. It's back. This also has your grip safety here. Okay? In order for this gun to be fired, both this has to be engaged and your thumb safety has to be down. Okay? I'll demonstrate. I'm going to get a full grip. Go to pull the trigger. Nothing. Now let's do the opposite. That down. Off of the grip safety. Nothing at all. Only when this is down, this safety engaged, will the gun fire. And the trigger on this is about a 4-pound trigger. It's perfect to me. I don't like much lighter of a trigger than that. Very nice trigger. Very nice gun. If you have always wanted a 1911, to own a 1911, a classic, this, you can't go wrong. It's a nice gun, Parkerized finish. You can't go wrong with a Rock Island. Solid built guns. Can't go wrong. And Let me know what you think about the grips down below in the comments, which ones you like better. I'd be interested to see that. But you guys take it easy, and just know that you can own a 1911 at a reasonable price and a nice looking weapon and a good shooting weapon. So this is the Rock Island Armory FS Standard, and thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and be safe.